welcome back to NBAA TV Live. I'm Carrie Farinack. We're excited that you're with us. We've just been watching the I Want My SAF session. We've shown it in its entirety, and now we wanted to kind of drop out of it and get back to some live interviews. We've got some folks here in the studio with us. So let me introduce them to you. We have Owen Leipelt here with us, and also Gentry. Gentlemen, thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you for having us, yeah.
You're both influencers in this space. You both are on Instagram, you're both pilots.
Yes.
And we're thrilled to talk to you a little bit about this topic. So, Owen, let's start with you. Tell me, why BACE? Why are you guys here? Why this show?
So, as a corporate pilot, I think events like this are really important to be at. Networking is probably the biggest one. You meet other people in the industry, and as a pilot, I can determine how to cut down costs for the flight department that I work for, maybe tips from other pilots, and it's cool to see the newest in technology here as well. So, you know, the new airplanes that were just unveiled and all the different companies that are here at BACE.
Certainly the place to be in the industry, right? Without question.
Yes.
All right, so Gentry, let's go to you. We want to show some of the pictures that you've been posting. We'll start with Magic Johnson.
Yeah.
Day one, keynote. It was incredible.
Amazing.
I mean, he was just phenomenal, right? And we even caught him
He's
later.
Tall.
Yeah, he is tall. We caught him later live when he was here at the NBAA booth, which was really cool. We kind of got a bird's eye view of him, literally. So tell me what it was like to meet him and be with him.
So he flies a Gulfstream, or he owns a Gulfstream, and I fly Gulfstream as well. So we kind of had that small connection right there, and he kind of fist bumped me, and he knew my boss, so he was amazing. His speech was great.
Yeah.
He talked about how the airplane's an asset for him. You know, he can come home every day to his house, to his wife, and it's just a valuable asset.
And that's really what makes the difference. He can get home faster when he needs to, right?
Absolutely.
So it's all about the time for him.
Yeah.
Fascinating stuff. All right, you mentioned being a pilot yourself. Yes. So tell us a little bit about your experience. I think we got a picture of you in the cockpit.
Yes.
So let's look at that while you talk about your experience being a pilot.
Yeah, so that was a Gulfstream 650, of course, one of the newest airplanes. Right now I fly a G4. So it's nice to go in there and you know, just get ambitious to try to get in that airplane. It's an amazing airplane. Gulfstream, totally biased. So
it's okay here. You get to be biased, right? If that's the aircraft that you fly.
So.
And I know we've got a picture of you outside of one of the other aircrafts. You were out at the outside display.
Yeah, I think that one was the BBJ.
Yeah.
Huge engine.
So, and what did you think of the display?
Amazing. All the new airplanes were out there. The new G700 was there as well.
Yeah, they were debuting that.
So many airplanes, yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, I can't believe 25,000 people attend NBAA every year.
And I always find it fascinating how they put those aircraft in there like a jigsaw puzzle.
Oh yeah, Joe Hart.
He's amazing.
We got to meet him. He was great.
Oh, cool, good.
He gave us a tour, and thanks to him, he gave us a nice private tour.
Joe Hart gets a shout out.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it. All right, Owen, let's talk with you a little bit about your experience while you've been here. Sure. I know we've got some pictures too, starting with you flying. Tell us about being a pilot and your experience.
Yeah, so I took my first flight lesson when I was 15, soloed a couple weeks later on my 16th birthday, and got my license just after I turned 17, and been flying ever since then. Got about 1,500 hours, and all sorts of different types of airplanes.
Wow, so I know flying is kind of your life. Where'd the passion come from?
Just always loved airplanes as a kid. No one in my family flies. And
I wonder.
Just said, hey, I want to be a pilot one. So I signed up for flight lessons, and here we are.
That's amazing.
I think that's how it is for everybody, honestly. You just kind of have that itch and the bug. You can't explain it, and just
happens.
We were talking to Barrington Irving, and he said when he was a kid, he saw a pilot at a grocery store or something.
Oh.
And that pilot said, did you ever think about being a pilot? And it was literally those words that actually set him on the course to where he is today. So it is fascinating,
I love it. I can't imagine being in a different industry.
Yeah.
This is the best.
It really is, and there's so much going on. All right, Owen, we've also got you walking up into a biz jet. Tell us about that.
That was his airplane, actually.
Oh, nice. Cool.
He was showing me his little his office.
And, office in the sky.
I like it.
We had to get a picture, of course. So yeah, that's basically my dream, to fly something bigger. So it's cool to be around heavy iron.
And I think one of the cool things about the outside display is that you get to go inside some of these aircraft, right? Which is an experience a lot of people don't get unless they're here at BACE.
Correct.
We've got a photo of you in the interior. Yeah. Pretty sweet, actually.
Yeah, I've got a good photographer right here as well.
Nice.
Social media.
Right, that's really cool.
It's cool to see the technology that's integrated into some of these new airplanes, how everything is hidden. Like the oxygen masks, they're hidden up in the overhead panel, but they're just hidden by a magnet, so you just pull them off real simple. Just stuff like that, the lighting systems.
Yeah.
It's really, really cool to see how...
Yeah, the ergonomics they put into the airplane. I mean, it's very studied and put a lot of effort into it.
Always focused on safety, right?
Oh, yeah.
Everything starts and ends with safety, and yet also in such a cool, visually compelling way. I find that fascinating, right? So let's talk real quick about social media. Why is it so important to have such an important social media presence here at BACE?
for it.
Yeah, so as I mentioned earlier, between the three of us, there was another gentleman, James Crossan. He unfortunately left already, but between the three of us, we had over 70,000 followers.
It's amazing.
So, that's a big outreach, and a lot of them is a young crowd.
Right.
So I would love to see younger people come out to NBAA.
Right, right.
Because they're the hungry ones. They love it. They got the big eyes for it.
Right.
So, and everybody has their phone on them.
Yep.
So we get to share our experience of NBAA and from the perspective they want to see.
Mm-hmm.
So we can interact with each and every person too.
And it's amazing. We've had so many people on this live set talking about the workforce of the future and needing to get that kind of new blood in here, attract the young professionals. NBAA is doing such a good job focusing on that issue, and I think you guys can definitely help with that. So.
Yeah. This is Owen's first time. I've come here four times already.
Oh, nice.
So.
First time. What do you think?
Loving it. I'll be back every year.
Yeah. Awesome. Next year in Orlando,
next year
and
sure.
then back in Vegas. Orlando is my hometown, but I'll tell you what, we've just found out when we're back in Vegas in 21, they'll have the Boring Company with the Teslas underground to go from different parts of the convention center.
Cool.
So.
And I live in Vegas, so this is my backyard.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Very
I love
cool.
it here.
Very cool. Well, thank you guys so much for being with us. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Owen and Gentry, thanks for being with us right here on NBAA TV Live.